Hey, what's up, guys? It's Frank with Synergy Training and Bodybuilding Bros. Today is Sunday, June 1st. Shout out to my mom. Happy birthday, Mom. Everyone, wish her a happy birthday in the comments down below. I am just under 3 weeks out from making my pro debut at the WNBF Hercules show on June 21st in New York. My last prep update was at 5 weeks out when I was in Boston. Make sure you check that out. If you missed it, did like a full day of eating, showing you how I stayed on track there while traveling, which was fun. So today, like I said, just under 3 weeks out, kind of since then and since my last show, which was I think 3 weeks ago on May 9th, just kind of been maintaining my body weight around 173 range since I'm pretty happy with my conditioning and have not wanted to really dig much harder at this point and sacrifice losing size and muscle and strength. So I've been chilling kind of in the 173 range. My calories have been 2,400 6 days a week, and then been hitting one refeed at 2,900 calories. That seems to be kind of keeping me in that 173 range. No cardio like my entire prep, just hitting 10 to 11,000 steps every day, and been doing well, being consistent with that. And despite maintaining my weight, I think I'm actually looking better. I think I'm looking like the best I've looked throughout this entire prep, which is really cool. I'm really happy about that. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's where I posted those and post a lot of updates with prep there. Also a lot of other food and training content that doesn't make it up onto YouTube. So make sure you check it out. Check me out on Instagram. I'll have a link in the description. So gonna do a full day of eating. Like I said, 2,400 for today. I just try to hit a minimum of 40 grams of fat and 180 grams of protein. And then the rest of my calories come from carbs, which I think falls in like 320-ish range, 330 maybe, depending on where my fats and protein end up for the day to hit 2,400 calories. So it's a little after 5 a.m. right now. Going to have meal one, which is also going to be my pre-workout meal for today. So same breakfast that I eat every day of the week, regardless of if I'm working out in the morning or in the afternoon. Weekends, I usually do my workouts in the morning, and then weekdays during work, hit afternoon workouts after work. So what I have here is 80 grams of oats. I just cooked that in the microwave with some salt and cinnamon. Then I added in 30 grams of whey protein concentrate, vanilla flavor, mixed in 150 grams of non-fat plain Greek yogurt. So I just kind of mixed that all together, and then I just topped it with some fresh strawberries. So these just finished off a tub of strawberries, so 160 grams. Usually I do around like 150 or so when I'm adding it to my oatmeal. And sometimes I'll do frozen, sometimes I'll do fresh. Aldi had fresh strawberries for really cheap last week, so I picked up a few pounds of that. And then I already drank my coffee. I just had 8 ounces of black coffee with a artificial sweetener packet. So that'll be my pre-workout caffeine. And then when I work out in the mornings, I also make sure I drink at least like two 24 ounce bottles of water. Definitely want to make sure I'm hydrated before hitting that session, since I tend to get, a little dehydrated overnight. So I try to make sure I get 2 of those in before I start my workout, in addition to my coffee. So like I said, it's about 5:15 right now. Gonna hit the gym probably around 6:30, let this digest for a little bit, chill out for a little bit, and then hit the gym. Today's gonna be a quad focused leg day. And then I also have to hit, on Sundays, I hit traps, neck, and forearms. I'll get some clips of my workout, not the full session, but probably just a few clips of the movements that I'm hitting. So I'm gonna eat this, and then I'll see you guys in the gym after that. All right, guys. Little after 9 o'clock, just finished up that workout, getting ready for my second meal, my post-workout meal. Very typical, again, on the weekends for my post-workout meal. During the weekdays, I work out in the afternoon, so my post-workout meal those days is just my dinner, typically. So you may have seen this meal before, either on YouTube or Instagram, but really enjoy this one on the weekends. So I'm gonna do one serving of these frozen blueberries. These are from Aldi, so one serving is 140 grams. Just gonna weigh that out. Gonna hit these in the microwave just for like a minute and 15 seconds. 115 seems to be the perfect amount where they are thawed, not cold, but not hot, which I don't enjoy hot temperature with the rest of this meal. So 113 seems to work, at least in my microwave, for this. All right, so gonna throw in 1 scoop each now of chocolate. This is milk chocolate whey concentrate. Gonna do 30 grams. And then gonna do 30 grams of this. This is whey protein isolate peanut butter. Nice combo with the chocolate and the blueberries. Mix it up with some water. All right, and then for some extra carbs, gonna throw in 2 servings of this cereal. These are like just plain Cheerios, the generic version from Aldi. So 2 servings is 82 grams. And this will be meal number 2, post-workout meal. Also gonna do 5 grams of my creatine monohydrate that I do every day. So just 1 scoop of that for my daily dose of creatine. Gonna eat this meal a little after 9 o'clock. Probably go get some steps in outside. Looks like a nice day out. Probably go walk for like 45 minutes, get a good amount of my 10,000 steps in for the day. Meal 3 will probably be around 1 o'clock. Seems like spacing my meals out every 4 hours. I do like 4 meals spaced out by 4 hours. Seems to be really good for where I don't get super hungry between meals. Keeps me full throughout the day. So meal 4 will probably be around. Meal 3 will be around 1 o'clock, and then dinner between like 5 and 6. So I'm gonna eat this, and I'll see you guys with my next meal. All right, guys, so about 1 o'clock right now, getting ready for my third meal. More like a snack, just to hold me over until dinner time. Ended up going for a walk a little bit earlier, did some workout in the yard to get some more steps in. I think I'm about 6,500 for the day. I have to do some cleaning up around the house and stuff, so that'll bump me up a little more. Probably will end up going for like a short walk after dinner to hit my 10 to 11,000 target for the day. I'm gonna have the snack, like I said. Right now I'm just gonna have some cottage cheese, 325 grams of low-fat cottage cheese, really good protein source for me. So for 113 grams, there's 1.5 grams of fat, 4 grams of carbs, and 16 grams of protein. So almost 3x that. So what's that? About 45 grams of protein for 270 calories, which is pretty solid vegetarian protein source for me. So I'm going to do 325 grams of this. All right, so that was about 150. There we go. I'm going to throw in some cinnamon as well, add a little more flavor into this. And then I'm going to chop up this apple and throw it in there for a little sweetness, a little crunch, a little bit more carbs. So that apple was 139 grams. This cottage cheese is actually no salt added, which actually is kind of gross compared to the regular kind, so I'm going to throw in a few packets of salt as well. I prefer to buy this no salt added and then add my own salt, because the full salt ones have a ton of sodium and ends up putting me over my target for the day. I am still kind of tracking my sodium, trying to keep it within a certain range, just because leading into my shows I'm going to have to really be precise with my sodium, and kind of between shows I just kept the habit up. So 3 salt packets as well, so that adds another 600 milligrams of sodium into here. So just going to mix this up and probably watch some baseball. The Mets are going on soon. So actually I think they go on at 1:40. So maybe I'll eat this and get some work done and then chill out for a little bit, watch the game. All right, guys, so a little after 5 o'clock, just cooked up some dinner, made this quinoa bowl. So I got quinoa, 50 grams, just cooked that in a pot with some water. Some potatoes, just like yellow or white potatoes. I think it was about 310 grams of potatoes raw. I just cooked them in the microwave for like a couple minutes and then finished them off in the toaster oven to get them a little crispy, like on the broiler. Some mixed veggies. These are just frozen cauliflower, broccoli, carrots. Just microwave that and threw it in, and then 100 grams of non-fat plain Greek yogurt. I like to use this in like some savory dishes instead of sour cream. Gets me a little extra protein and gets you kind of that same effect of like the sourness and you know, that cool texture, which is really nice. And then I topped it off with some of this, it's sauerkraut, I guess. It is pickled cabbage, beets, and carrots from Cleveland Kitchen. So did 2 ounces of that. It barely adds any calories, just adds a little bit of sodium and some flavor. So gonna eat this bowl, looks really delicious, really excited for that. And then I pretty much always have a bowl of chopped kale salad with my dinner. So this is just like 85 grams of chopped kale, 5 grams of olive oil, and salt and pepper as dressing. So this is gonna be my dinner. So like I said, a little after 5 o'clock. And then I typically will just kind of finish my macros really quickly with like a quote unquote dessert right after dinner. I don't really take a break between this and that. This is kind of my final meal for the day. Man, it's delicious. All right, so 5:30, just finished dinner. Gonna do my last little snack or dessert for the day to finish off my macros. Not much left. Not much left for the day at this point. So I did get all my steps in earlier. I ended up taking a walk before dinner. So I'm about 10,300 steps today, which is perfect, between 10 and 11,000. I'll probably get, a couple hundred more just walking around the house the rest of the day. So for my last meal, I am going to just have 2 rice cakes. These are just like plain rice cakes, and 22 grams of peanut butter on those totals. So that'll finish my macros for the day. My totals ended up being 44 grams of fat, 322 grams of carbs, and 181 grams of protein for 2,408 calories. So like I said at the beginning of the video, my goal is, minimum 40 fat, 180 protein, and 2,400 calories. And let's see what my fiber was at. 48 grams of fiber today. So usually I'm in like that 40 to 50 range, which is pretty consistent for me too, just based on the foods I eat. So I'm gonna just do this real quick here. All right, so that's 22 grams of peanut butter. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. 3 weeks out, like I said, getting pretty close to my final show. Really looking forward to this pro debut. I feel like I'm in a good spot, looking good, feeling as good as I can at this point. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment or question down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.